Hello, everybody. Now, earlier in the week, I was doing an Instagram live chit chat with the wonderful Trish Campbell, and it got stopped abruptly. And I hadn't finished what I wanted to say. We were chatting, the topic was trust the process, which is quite interesting actually, because we had to trust the process as the recording cut off. But there was a little bit more that I wanted to say. I wanted to read a poem and talk just a little bit more. So I thought I'd record this separately and have it as a continued part two, if you like. So the Love Me chit chat that I was doing with Trish Campbell on the topic of trusting the process. Now, I wanted to read a poem from the Love Me poetry book. This is also in the original Love Me book, the whole story that Trish has written, or her life experience. And this, as I say, is a poem that really explains trust the process so beautifully. So I would like to read this for you now. Life can be so peaceful one moment, then wildly chaotic the next. Like a roller coaster, a flash flood, we are tossed into discomfort. We can't control it. We can surrender. We can open our heart to it. We can let go. Simply take in the ride. Know and believe that which we seek is also seeking you. I do feel it. In love, in work, in all energetic exchange. It's already on its way to you. Invite this. Feel this. Trust in this. Trust the process. Now that explains things so beautifully, trusting the process. And I'd just like to pick up a couple of those lines and just explain how I really relate to this. So first of all, we can't control it. We can surrender. Now, for me personally, surrendering, giving up control is quite a big thing. It's something that I keep practicing. I am constantly being reminded that this is the way to go. So I'm grateful for that. It's something that I'm learning from. And also the line, we can open our heart to it. We can let go. So again, it is that opening up your heart, trusting the process in its very essence. So thank you, Trish, for that beautiful poem. You can get her books, the poetry book, the original Love Me book. There is a book of meditations. So you can get them from This Is Trish Campbell website. And if you go to This Is Trish Campbell on Instagram, you can find lots more information there as well. But that's what we discuss in our Love Me chit chats, things that come up from me reading these wonderful books. So again, I can really relate to this. My own personal experience, most of you know I was diagnosed with breast cancer and I'm going through treatment plan at the moment. So again, I'm really being challenged to trust and let go, give it up to other people, trusting the process. So first of all, giving up my control, if you like, to my medical team. They know so much more than I do, trusting that they can help me, support me, and what they are doing is the best for me. Doesn't always feel like that sometimes, but trusting the process is very important from the medical side of things. Also, with all the holistic support that I get from my wonderful friends like Trish, lots of other people that help and support me, trusting that this complementary way works together with the medical way. So it really does work for me personally. It does work to embrace it all. And again, I'm giving up trusting the process, giving up my control. There's also the obvious physical side. There's a lot of side effects with my treatment plan, and trusting that my body can take it and can repair, and it does, which amazes me all the time. These cycles of chemotherapy and all that I'm going through, the fact that my body is broken down and then builds up again just amazes me every time it happens. And again, I'm very grateful for that. There's also this physical, the obvious thing like my hair, which we talk about quite a lot, don't we? It went, trusting, it came back, which is brilliant. It's coming back, as you can see. And the emotional side, trusting that the emotions that I'm going through, the fears that are being raised, the things that are being triggered in me, they're all for the good. It's good. It's a process that I'm working through. It's more learning, more growth, more getting comfortable with myself and what is going on in life. So that is part of it. And as I say, trusting the process is so important. So just for everybody else that might be feeling these things, you know, going through something that they're not expecting, going through changes that they didn't ask for, that you can relax, settle, trust the process, and it will all turn out for the good. And again, you know, I would encourage everyone, like we spoke on our part one of the chit chat, to remember to ask for help and ask for support. Let people know if you're struggling and when you might need some help, even if it's just talking about it. It really is beneficial to do that. And again, trusting that by opening up, you will get the support, love, and care that you need. And again, just one more final reminder from what we were talking about, that part of the process is to remember that rest is so important. Silence, stillness, quietness is all part of the process. We don't always have to be actively doing something. We can take time just to settle, rest. That is processing. That is actually doing something very valuable too. So my Calmer Self method, again, is something, it's a 6-step program that I have lent heavily into through all of this change in my life. And it really has worked. So again, trusting that process. I set that up from my own stresses and anxieties decades ago. And now it's actually come to help me again through what I'm going through now. So again, trusting that process, that it's always there for us. So thank you very much for everyone that listened live to part one. Sorry it got cut off abruptly. This is my little add-on part two, and I hope it's helped you as well.